On behalf of the faculty and staff of Oklahoma City Community College, I'm honored to welcome you to this commencement ceremony celebrating the class of 2025. Please rise for the national anthem and remain standing for the invocation by Dr. Vita Pickram, Senior Vice President for Institutional Advancement and External Affairs and Executive Director of the Foundation for OCCC.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, home of the
Good morning. We are grateful for the opportunity to gather to celebrate the class of 2025 at Oklahoma City Community College. As the students receive their diplomas or certificates, we lift them up in honor and celebration, and we praise the friends, family, faculty, and staff who have empowered, influenced, and stewarded these individuals to this point in their lives. We ask that we may have the courage and patience to support others going forward, just as others have supported us. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Matra Staley Jones, President of Oklahoma City Community College. Dr. Jones.
Thank you, Dr. Pickram. Good afternoon. Can do better than that. Good afternoon. It's a celebration. Yes. But before we get started, I definitely want to recognize our honorees for the President's Award for Excellence in Teaching. Although we use the title President's Award for Excellence in Teaching, it is a recognition not only by my office, but a recognition by colleagues and students of a professor who models the very best among our exceptional faculty. Please join me in recognizing the 2025 recipients of the President's Award for Excellence in Teaching from the Division of Arts, English, and Humanities. As each name is announced, I invite the award recipients to proceed to the stage to be formally recognized for their outstanding accomplishments. Starting with Jennifer Fike, Interim Dean of Arts, English, and Humanities. Dr. Fike, can you come up? I'll let you handle that. Dana Pasick, Professor of English. Professor Jacob Nelson, Professor of English. And then Professor Hilda Vota, Professor of Modern Languages. Congratulations again on being a 2025 President's Award in Excellence Teaching recipient. It's now my pleasure to bring to the stage Regent Mandy Hinkle, who serves on the Oklahoma City Community College Board of Regents. Regent Hinkle, will you please join me?
Good afternoon, everybody. Although I have to tell you, I cannot hardly see any of you with these lights. They didn't get the script where I wanted it. Okay, now we're going to get going, guys. On behalf of the governing board, it is my honor to welcome you to the Oklahoma City Community College Commencement Ceremony. As I stand here and look out at all of you, I have to say it actually kind of brings tears to my eyes watching all of the graduates walk across the stage. You guys have worked so hard for that, and to see everybody just cheering for you is truly breathtaking. So can we have a round of applause for all the graduates? Looking out at each of you, I'm reminded of a simple and powerful truth. Attitude is everything. And I don't mean attitude in the gruff or the defiant sense. I'm talking the kind of attitude that keeps showing up. The kind of attitude that is rooted in courage, shaped by perseverance, and fueled by quiet determination to go all the way. The road to this moment may have had its share of unexpected challenges, but what brought you here, what kept you moving forward, was the attitude you carried when things got hard. It was the decision to stay the course and to believe that something better was attainable. And now here you are. Not because you decided to fit someone else's mold of success, but because you dared to become your own definition of amazing. You pushed past that fear, and you chose to imagine a future that maybe no one else could see, but you could. And of course, that made all the difference. There may have been days when you wondered, what am I doing here? What if I'm not enough? What if I can't finish this? But I want to confirm what you have already learned deep down inside. You do belong, and you are enough. And you've accomplished your goal. However, your journey's only beginning. And I want you to know that everyone here believes in the path ahead of you. We've all walked different roads to get here, but we share a common truth, that belief in yourself and in the power of believing what is possible can change everything. I now have the distinct honor of introducing someone who understands that power of journey. Our commencement speaker, Hannah Witten, was born and raised in Oklahoma City. She received her bachelor's degree in journalism with a minor in entrepreneurship from the University of Oklahoma and her Juris Doctorate from the University of Oklahoma College of Law. During law school, Ms. Witten was on the Dean's Honor Roll and a member of the Organization for Advancement of Women in Law. While in law school, she greatly enjoyed working in the OU Legal Clinic for 3 semesters, serving indigent clients who could not afford an attorney. In her last semester at OU Legal Clinic, Ms. Witten was hired as a civil research assistant and aided in training the new legal interns. After graduating law school, she passed the recently established uniform bar exam. Ms. Witten is heavily involved in epilepsy nonprofit work after her brother, Dylan, passed away from sudden, unexpected death in epilepsy. She's a board member of the Isaiah Stone Foundation, which aids families struggling with epilepsy and supports epilepsy research. Ms. Witten is also the youngest board member for Cure Epilepsy, the largest private funder of research for a cure in epilepsy. She also sits on the Partners Against Morality in Epilepsy's Governance Committee. Ms. Witten recently presented the extended trailer of a documentary, The Curse of Stigma, as one of the executive producers of the 35th International Epilepsy Congress in Dublin, Ireland. She received the Next Gen 30 Under 30 Award for her work, Next Gen Most Outstanding Honoree, and the Journal Record named her as Achievers Under 40. Ms. Witten is a member of the Oklahoma Bar Association, the chair of the Witten-Newman Foundation, and a full-time attorney with the Witten Burridge Law Firm. She's admitted to practice in Western, Northern, and Eastern districts of Oklahoma, giving her jurisdiction across the entire state. She is also licensed to argue before the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals, one of the most influential appellate courts in the nation. This level of licensure reflects a deep commitment to justice, a command of the law, and a readiness to advocate on behalf of others at every level of the judicial system. And now it is my honor to welcome to the podium a fierce advocate, servant leader, and a proud Oklahoman, Hannah Witten.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. My name is Hannah Witten. I want to first thank President and Dr. Matra Jones for inviting me to speak today. It was just announced that President Jones will be inducted this fall into the Oklahoma Hall of Fame, the highest honor in Oklahoma, and we are all very lucky to have her and to know her. I also want to thank the incredible faculty and staff at OCCC for all they do every day for the students here. Thank you to the families who have come to honor their loved ones' hard dedication and work. And most importantly, thank you and congratulations to the graduates today for putting their blood, sweat, and tears into getting their degrees. Let's give a round of applause to the graduates being honored today for this incredible achievement. If I may, I'd like to share a few pieces of wisdom, and you can take them or leave them. Education allows us to rise up and stand on the shoulders of all the educators, scientists, innovators, entrepreneurs, and other leaders who came before us. Without education, most of us would never have a chance to be everything that we can be. The greatest thing that ever happened in my life is that I was able to get a good education. I had a good high school education, a good college education, and eventually I had a great law school education. I am privileged to work as an attorney and advocate for people in the toughest times of their life. I was extremely honored to serve at OU Law, helping people who could not afford an attorney for 3 semesters. This degree is a great equalizer because education is the great equalizer. Without my education, I have no idea where I would be today. It gives me the chance to help others, to help my family, my friends, my community, to help strangers I've never met. It has enriched my life beyond belief. You students today are now graduating with a prestigious degree from OCCC. That degree is a symbol of the power that you have in your hands to do more for yourself, for your loved ones, and for your community. I challenge you all to think of this degree as the first rung in a long ladder. A ladder allows you to climb to great heights. How tall your ladder is depends on how big you can dream. A famous poet, Robert Browning, once said, "One's reach should always exceed their grasp." That means you should reach for the stars. Never let fear get in your way. Double your dreams tomorrow and triple them the next day. Every one of you in this crowd has faced adversity and will likely face more in the future. What matters is how you push through the pain to continue fighting another day. Now might be a good time to tell you a little bit about myself. I am 28 years old and a very proud Oklahoman. When I was 5 years old, my eldest brother, Brandon, lost a very long battle against addiction and died at 25 years old. At the time he died, he was a proud OCCC student. I wish I could have seen him graduate from this wonderful school, but our family never had that opportunity. 15 years later, just before my 21st birthday, my other brother and best friend Dylan died of sudden unexpected death in epilepsy. Both my brothers died at 25 years old, and they died 15 years apart from 2 different brain diseases. These losses were extremely tough on my family. My parents suffered, my siblings suffered. I too felt lost in my grief. No one in my family was cheated more than my 2 brothers, who were robbed of the rest of their lives. I struggled to find peace because I didn't understand how 2 of my favorite people in the world could die and leave me here. My dad, who is here today and is the reason I am still alive, introduced me to the epilepsy nonprofit world. I can never thank him enough for that gift and all the others that he has given me. I began throwing myself into the nonprofit work and learned that helping other people is a way to heal yourself from grief or pain in your life. I met a wonderful community of people who also lost loved ones to epilepsy. Myself and Gardner Latham are the proud executive producers of a documentary titled The Curse of Stigma, made in honor of my brother and Gardner's son, Henry, who both died too young to epilepsy. 100% of the funds raised from this documentary are being donated by us to the International Bureau for Epilepsy to combat epilepsy stigma in Northern Africa. Epilepsy nonprofit work locally and globally became an addiction for me. I began approaching my legislators in Oklahoma to see if we could impact change through law. I am proud and honored to say that this past week, the most comprehensive epilepsy reform bill in the nation was passed and approved by both chambers of the Oklahoma legislature and is headed to the governor's desk to sign into law. I am so thankful to Representative Daniel Pay and Senator Brenda Stanley for their tireless work on Dylan's Law. This nonprofit work and this community gave me a lifeline and allowed me the perspective to know I am extremely lucky to have loved and been loved by my brothers for as long as I had them. This life is a gift. We must do all we can today because we are not promised tomorrow. I hope that after you all graduate today and pursue the job of your dreams, that you also find the time to find a nonprofit cause that speaks to your heart and do as much as you can with what you have. And when you suffer a loss, I pray you find peace in your community. And I hope when you see someone in your community suffering, you offer them peace. It will make you more compassionate. It will make you more aware of the struggles of your fellow man. And lastly, it could save your life. I hope that you are greatly celebrated today for this incredible achievement you all have done. Graduating from OCCC is an amazing accomplishment that you all can take pride in for the rest of your careers and lives. I am extremely humbled to be here today. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me and a small bit of my story. And once again, congratulations to the class of 2025.
Wow, Hannah, we appreciate you taking time to be with us today and sharing your insightful, inspiring words. We certainly also appreciate your father, Reggie Whitten, who is here with us today. For those of you who don't know, the Whitten family is not only huge philanthropists, but they support OCCC on a number of levels, and so we are so appreciative for their support. In fact, they just sent a group of students to Uganda for a service learning trip, and they decided to underwrite the entire trip, so we appreciate them. Thank you. Hannah, we do have a small token of our appreciation. If you'll come back up and let me present this to you. Thank you again for being with us today. We also want to acknowledge our special guests in the audience that have joined us to celebrate our graduates today. Thank you for supporting us throughout the year and for being here. It's now my pleasure to introduce Oklahoma City Community College's Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Liz Largent.
And now, will the graduating class of 2025 please stand up? Honored guests, members of the Oklahoma City Community College Board of Regents, and President Jones, each of the students standing before you today has completed or will this summer complete all the requirements for an associate degree or certificate. I present these candidates to you with my recommendation that the appropriate certificate or degree be conferred upon them. President Jones, what say you?
Thank you, Dr. Largent. It is my privilege to honor your recommendation. Students, by the authority vested in me by the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education and the Oklahoma City Community College Board of Regents, I confer upon each of you the certificate or associate degree for which you qualify. As a symbol of your graduation, drum roll, come on audience, drum roll. Please move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your college education. I know you will achieve great things in the future as incredible citizens of the state of Oklahoma and as incredible people in our world. It is now time to present our deserving students who today become alumni with their certificates or degrees. When directed, please visit the stage to receive your certificate or degree.
Stephen Brockmeyer. Gina Spear. Catherine Randall. Layla Anna-Marie Christian. Aaron Young. Catherine Morrow. Jennifer Scott. Elizabeth Spradley. Dustin Collins. Shantae Blake. Brittany Caesar. Alejandra Hernández. Trey Nicholas McCathern. Atenea Adama Mendivil. Jacqueline de León Gramajo. Maria Miller. Yolanda Jean McQueen Butler. Cassandra Joyce. Rhonda Denise McDonald. Walter Wingrand. Magnolia May Ireland. Oliver Rohr. Precious Simmons. Jasmine Quesada. Verónica Becerra. Karina Amador. Brianna Cerda. Cassandra Zimmerman. Dayanara Ibarra. Crisali Gonzalez. Leslie Friday. Barbara Salas. JJ Fields.